Good evening and welcome back to Dumfries Ice Bowl for the fourth game of the day. My name's David Owen and joining me tonight is Kenny Murray, and joining us later once he's got his pint from the bar is Richard Smith. So the three of us covering this game will try and keep you on top of what's happening on the featured game and in other games across the ice rink as well. So the game we're covering is Tom Brewster against the Walstad rink, which is currently happening on sheet D. So we're just getting the camera sorted out. The game's just underway. We're 5 or 6 stones in, so if you bear with us for a couple of seconds, we'll get that going. So there we go. That's the camera sorted out, Kenny. I think we're good to go now.
At the moment, Tom Brewster line 2 shots in there.
Yep, Brewster playing the Yellowstones.
Bluestone out front. Tom does have the hammer here in the first end.
Yeah, just a wee reminder if you haven't been with us for the rest of the day that Hammer's decided by a last stone draw in the previous game. So Brewster comfortably winning that privilege to go first.
Tom's going for a wee hit and roll here. Change of mind, I think we're having a draw to the front of the 4 foot.
Yeah, fairly aggressive from the off.
I suppose he does have the last stone, David, so he'll be trying to be...
Yeah, no need to be shy about it to start with, so... Yeah, there's quite a few games on the ice tonight. In fact, every sheet's got a game on it just now.
Sitting a wee bit wide.
All the games taking place. This is the second game in the group, so we've got the 2 ladies sections and the blue men's group. Some other notable results already today with some groups already settled, so we'll bring you up to date with that as we go through. If you're keen to see that, log on to the Dibca website and you'll see all the results from earlier on if you want to see that first, but we'll bring you up to date as we go through the night.
Nicely onto the Yellowstone that's lying in the house, just straight past that guard. It's a good stone.
Taps the yellow back.
And it's possibly completely hidden now. Still room for Tom to draw around this. Stone's rather wide. Isn't too bad. Just depends all here on the weight. Very close to being perfect.
Yeah, it's pretty nice there.
Walstad's stone coming in here. So it's a wee bit on the high side. I think Tom wants to be aggressive here. I think he could play a shot to leave himself lying 1 or 2 shots. And I think the ice is given. That's what we're going to get. Both blue stones will disappear out here.
It could look quite different after this shot, I would reckon. Looks nice.
It's perfect.
Just misses the bank. Blue.
It has come out maybe possibly too far on the other side. Walstad will have a shot.
I'm belatedly joined by another co-commentator, Richard Smith. Evening, Richard. So just about to get settled in for the next end. We'll just seeing ourselves into this game, but Brewster looking quite nice so far. Lying quite well with last brick, as we said.
First end.
And that's for his first shot. I mean, it was quite good, but just rolled a wee touch too far. He was by the guard quite good, but just rolled a fraction too far. What do you think, Kenny? Is he going for the double there?
Trying the double here to lie 3. I think that blue at the front is lie short.
Yeah, I think he'll try. Will he try and hit it or go for the draw? No, I think he'll go for the double, won't he, Kenny?
This Tom. He'll probably take the hard shots on at the first end. He does have last stone, so he's not get out if things are not just going the right way.
Yep, certainly a big way, and the stone is released. Halfway down, they're sweeping it all the way.
Good shot there by Tom Muren, and he lies 3 shots now. The stone each to come.
From Tom there. And the thing is, as you said, Kenny, I mean, this early in the game, you can't go for the big shots, knowing that even if you lose a 1 or a 2, you've got a long way to go. So. Shot, what would you play?
I draw around and sitting against the 2 yellows.
Yeah, I mean, you get you buried in the back there. Yeah, that's certainly a good shot.
You could even be line shot.
Just exactly what you want to be playing in the first end of a game, isn't it?
Yeah. Backers to come to you and maybe not sure of the weight. You've got a wee bit backer, so you're a wee bit heavy, but you'll be okay. And if he gets it frozen, Tom can maybe come down onto it, but no more than losing a 1. Yep.
Curling line's quite busy tonight, so I might have a wee bit of breakfast if anybody gets particularly loud. I'm sure in front of them, that normally quietens them down a wee bit.
Yeah, it's a good atmosphere up here tonight, though.
It is. And it's been a good day of curling so far, so hopefully get a good game tonight just to finish it off, and then back at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning again.
Well, I'll not be quite in for the 9 o'clock game, but I'll certainly be in for the lunchtime games. And there's games all day tomorrow, yes?
There is indeed, and you'll be amazed at the number of people that say exactly the same thing.
David is already volunteering for the 9 o'clock game, I think.
I've got a good excuse now, Kenny.
But I'm certainly in for the lunchtime games tomorrow, and then I have to have a break to go a couple of 100 yards. I think Kenny will be the same. We're going to Palmerston Park to see Queen of the South play Cowdenbeath tomorrow.
So where I'm heading for, Richard, I'm heading back to my hometown, Castle Douglas, to watch my team playing against Steve Rovers tomorrow. So I'm still going to the football, weather permitting.
Well, that's the thing about Queen of the South now. They've got a new plastic pitch. Unless it's really, really bad weather, the game will be on.
That's one thing about last Friday night. Just about this time, Palmerston was jumping just behind us.
Yeah, I think we'll just we'll move quickly on from that. I think.
Yeah, definitely was jumping. Yes,
nothing to do with it. Come on, it's curling. We don't want to talk about Queen's winning. That's not on. Nothing to do with being a Rangers fan at all.
So I think this is just a draw where Walstad here with his last stone, try and kill the end.
So yeah, watching it, they're just coming on to it, just keep nice clean as it heads down. I mean, how has the ice been in there? Games I was certainly playing through the weekend. I mean, the ice was quite keen, but see when
It's a bit heavy and a wee shade white.
Oh, it's quite a good shot.
Possible line shot as well.
Yeah, the ice has been pretty good, Richard. To be fair, I think there's been a few flat spots late in games and things like that. I've actually had Mark Callan in since last night, actually, yesterday afternoon, having a go at the ice. So. Having a go. Sounds like he's a bit of an amateur. That's not how I mean that at all, Mark. So no, Mark's been helping us with the ice. Was in I think till about midnight last night, and then, well, we'll officially say early. I think when I arrived this morning, Graham Sloan was on his mobile panicking that Mark wasn't here, but Mark assures me it was all under control.
I think, do you maybe want to explain who Mark Callan was for anybody out there who doesn't know who he is?
Yeah, Mark Callan has travelled the world making ice, really. He was in charge of making the ice for the World Championships that were here at Dumfries for the mixed doubles and the seniors, but probably slightly higher on his CV would be ice maker at the Olympics.
Yeah, I mean, I've known Mark for a number of years. I mean, the first I knew Mark, I was out in Grindelwald in 1993. He wasn't making ice then, but we went out to see Craig Wilson winning the World Junior Championships, and Mark was certainly one of our travelling companions. But yeah, I mean, what can we say? Mark Callan's certainly one of the best ice makers in Europe, and he does vast experience.
It's just good. He knows. He seems to be able to diagnose an issue, and that's.
Tom Brewster's last stone there just didn't curl enough, so he just picked up a 1 at the first end. With an opportunity there of a 2. So Brewster takes an early lead here in the first end.
Just give you a wee look at the other games that are in the section. Scores aren't updated yet. Most ends haven't finished yet, so we'll show you that as we go on. Probably ones to look out for, I think, for me, sheet A, Rasmus Stern against Taylor, and Cleary against Shedden on the outside boards. That's part of the mains group.
For them to start the second end here. Brewster Ring won the last end, so they've got their starting off. That's Hannah McMillan just played his first shot. Is that what?
I think he maybe did call just short, and they've just the sweepers recognised that wasn't quite going to be the case, so they've just taken it right in.
Sat a wee bit wide, perhaps he wasn't getting the centre guard.
He slipped in the front rings. I don't think he'll be too disappointed though. Walstad drink ignoring that completely, however.
Corner guard coming here in the Walstad rink.
And Walstad drink certainly he wanted. The short of the ring. Ideal position to come later in the game.
And just, as I say, there's been some quite big results already today. One group decided, in fact, probably the shock of the competition so far. David Murdoch's rink, 2 games and gone, so they're finished for the weekend. The 2 teams going through from that rink, from that section rather, being Kyle Smith, who looked exceptionally good against David Murdoch this afternoon, and the Ice Bowl team, skipped by Graham Sloan. Which has thrown all our commentary plans for tomorrow into chaos, because Graham had himself down to do most of the webcasting, so thank you very much to him for that.
Right there, David. Kyle looked really good against Dave Murdoch. His whole team played well.
Yeah, it did. It was just a very, very solid game from them.
I'm in progress. In one guard, so just coming down. Tick the guard. So it looks as if it's on the tick in the guard. Yeah, just splitting it off. No, just chop. But so now there's a blue centre guard and 2 yellow. Tom Brewster just calls the draw behind. Quite a lot of ice just where he's holding the brush. I mean, draw there is actually on this ice. How to sweep this, which is unusual. To sweep, and he's got Glenn Muirhead standing on the head. Foot. Yep. Yeah, it was a good shot. Maybe run just a foot further than he wanted, 'cause ideally you just want them on the tee, like. But any the feel of the weight, or
Yeah, I think that's exactly what Glenn was just coming back off the ice there.
or he'd just been away for a refreshment break, was it?
Exactly. Saw him up at the bar there just for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I mean certainly the Brewster rings look good just now. If they can get you another half buried behind the front guard, they'll be looking good in this end. And this just shows how important it is to be a team game, because even down the order, if you can get your stones on early and get them in ideal positions, it just sets it up for the top end of the rink. And they're sweeping it, they're working away. It's just short.
Quite hard here. Stones come up short. Line spot on Richard.
The line was absolutely spot on, Kenny, correct, but just didn't have the weight. But equally, it's not the worst shot in the world, it still kind of covers the back one. Walstad's just going for a hit here. And either he clears the guard, or if he does actually get the run back, that's a great shot. But if he even just clears the guard, I'm sure they'll be quite happy with him.
The sweeper's not touching it anyway. On the outside. As you say, they'll clear the guard, so second option.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Brewster route, you're line 2, a couple of guards out. Would you, and if you just bite, that's a really good shot.
Just about there.
Well, it was quite a good shot. The Brewster team, you'd be quite happy with the position as it is.
Does have last stone here, so they're trying to get the front end opened up, so this ball to draw with that last stone.
Hit and roll, or even I suppose it doesn't have to move the second yellow too far here. Pretty flat for a double, I would have thought.
Yeah, lots of stone being played. For the hit, the sweeper's on already as it comes down. Certainly called the sweepers off. A refraction right, he's got one, definitely got one, and a wee roll. That's quite a good shot. Maybe we would prefer the freeze, but just the roll over and get the freeze, but that's fine. And Brewster's calling, just replace it, just top of the house, half check behind the gun. Also playing the hit. Sweepers on up.
Lost it.
He's actually missed it.
And all of a sudden an end changes round.
Yeah, I mean, this just shows how one slack shot and it just changes completely. If Walstad can make a really good shot here, that puts all the pressure back onto Brewster.
Tap back, I think, here, Richard, just to make himself like 2 shots.
Yeah, that's certainly what I would play it. And if he gets a good roll.
I think the right line of way, probably get a wee flop onto the right hand side as well with this. That's the main one out of the way though. Gives Tom Brewster a chance to move off that stone though.
Yeah, do that. They can certainly see enough to get either a wee run to the left or run to the right, because there is guards out the front.
Either way here, and they would be lying good.
Muirhead just indicating that he's going for the hit and then to the left hand side. Shots in the house, and he's got well, he didn't really get a roll, he just kind of nose hit there. I think Tom was certainly playing for a wee hit and to the roll to the left, but he didn't quite get it.
Either side would have done him there.
Yeah, and quite often when you go for shots like that, you're sitting thinking in the hack, if I can hit it either way, I'll be quite happy. And then what do? You just get a nose hit.
Happens all the time, Richard.
It's better than when you think you're going to nose hit and miss it completely, to be fair. It's a chance to do something similar. Of course, with last stone, could make something out of this end quite well.
3 or 4 stones ago, Brewster was lying in a very strong position. As you said, David, it just shows you how an end changes very quickly.
Completely changes it. Shots away. Yeah. They're just keeping it clean. Yeah, just coming up the house. And yeah, just got a perfect roll. Just a perfect roll behind the guard there, so it's a good shot.
So left the double. No, it's a bit shallow.
What would you play here then, David? Just come down a kind of batting
I
way?
reckon there's room to get around that, but
I mean, there is a draw to the button, obviously.
Sitting down on top of that when he's not got last stone potentially helps kill the end a little bit. The doubles there, but it's pretty skinny. So looking at going to the outside, maybe.
They're certainly kind of looking at the double, I think.
Your shooter will still hang about because of the yellow on the wings will hold it.
Yeah, I think they're going for the hit. That's certainly the shot called. Go for the big hit. And it is still early. I mean, it's only the second end. You're 1 up. You can kind of risk it. So even if you nose it, you're only lying 1 against. So
yeah, you're at least taking one of the counted stones out of the house while you do it. So
I suppose the maximum then he can lose his 2.
yeah, I agree with that, Kenny. The maximum he can lose is a 2.
yeah, which is probably taking the difference over the skinny, because obviously if you go for the skinny and it becomes too skinny.
Or the draw. If you try to draw the draw and you just slightly come off that front blue, you could possibly lose 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's coming down. Super's on it. Just coming into shot now. Oh, and just a fraction off. Certainly wasn't far away at all there. Just a fraction more, and he would have got the double.
Good effort by Tom Brewster, but Walstad has a draw to the 8 foot basically for 2 shots.
Just coming down, just delivering the stone. Sweepers are watching it. As it comes down, sweepers are actually working on it.
Yeah, they look reasonably calm about it.
Yeah,
There seems to be a lot of
decent weight.
effort going onto it. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's the wee hit and roll over. Yeah, great shot there.
His weight was perfect.
Yeah, certainly there, just the percentage shot just come down on Brewster's shot. and you've got a wee bit of flexibility with the weight, just a wee roll as long as you're hitting the inside. So, good shot.
Some very early scores on the board there. Rasmus Stern 1 down to Taylor. One of the games we're looking at is Community Aitken trailing by 2. This is our Cover rink. A feature game there, obviously Brewster 1 down now. Graham Black 1 up against Marcus Hoiberg. And the other 2 games without the first rounds are both blanked in them, so we're actually a wee bit ahead of the other games, so other ends still to work on the scoreboard.
Early days in all the games, David, but this game's got off to a good start with some good curling up to now, and there's stones in play, which is a bonus for the spectators out there watching live with us this evening.
Yeah, good promising start, plenty of guards in play, plenty of opportunities for stones, good attacking curling. That's what we're all looking for tonight.
Walstad's first stone here at the third end, a centred guard. Maybe Tom's indicating he's looking for a corner guard. Hamilton McMillan's stone here. Corner guard was called for and it looks perfect. Where Tom wanted it. Bold call here from Walstad. David, is he coming around the guard already?
Yeah, I think he is. Same as the previous game, I didn't mind that. Show of intent. Just got to make sure you don't right the guard though.
I think you missed that one.
But leaves you 2 on the centre line. One's blocking a 4-foot draw as well, so.
We're going to get an attacking game here. Both teams seem to come round guards.
This one. Just found a wee straight patch.
Supers went on to early, David, but
it does finish at the end there.
It's partially hidden, I think.
Yeah. Something not be throwing full weight and getting on the inside of it anyway, so.
I think I called there for about half weight, I think. Walstad playing a tap back here on the Yellowstone.
Yeah, it was quite a good shot. Super's just on it, but just getting a wee roll on the inside, yep. Brewster try and follow it, probably. He's going to think of other options here.
I don't think he can get inside it now, Rich. I think that's his problem.
No, so he's got to nominate to lift the two centre guards. Yeah, shots away, it's coming down. Certainly got one of them. Yeah. Oh, and he just guineed.
Very close to a double there.
It was very close to a double.
That's what he has done. He's opened up the centre line now.
Yeah, now the call here is just... Were they nominating to strike the...
Take the yellow guard off, I think.
Yeah, take Brewster's long guard off, yeah. An interesting call. Coming down, big weight. Certainly hit it. And he's rolling off, yeah.
Both guards here and ended up with 2 shots in the house.
A nice result, yes.
Yes, that. Maybe know what he called perfection, but certainly quite good.
I suppose at this stage of the end, Richard, it is actually helping Tom because it's opened up the front when he's got the hammer and last stone.
It has certainly, Kenny has, and now Tom's calling for the hit and roll in front of the blue the other side of the house. Got to roll maybe a foot too far, 2 foot too far. If that stopped right in front of the blue, it would have been the absolute perfect shot, but it's still pretty good. Taking the blue off and still the shot in the house. Nominated call here, again the strike.
I think he'll be looking for a wee bit of roll over into the centre, perhaps to give Johnstone a bit of cover.
More a kind of controlled weight, more a kind of barrier weight that he's playing.
Not a bad result, Richard. It's like 2 good shots there.
Certainly can agree with that. He's got the hit and just a wee roll to the outside. So now Brewster's got a dilemma to go for the hit and roll in.
I think Brewster's playing the hit and a wee roll over into the centre. He's rolled just too far.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Kenny. Just maybe rolled a couple of feet too far. Now it's an open hit.
And it also gives Walstad a chance to get to the other side of the house to make it a bit of a gap between his own stones.
It does, exactly. Just kind of splitting the house if he can get the roll to perfection. He's playing it just a kind of controlled weight. Certainly what would you say, a barrier, heavy barrier?
Yeah, he's not playing big weight.
Sweepers are on it, they're working on it,
too far, perhaps.
Just a wee skinny, might not even get out. Yeah, it's certainly out.
And he's put a gap between them, but Tom has last stone.
Yeah, I mean that's quite a good shot, but equally it's quite a risky shot when you just play that controlled kind of barrier weight. If it does swing just a couple inches too far and you don't get the shot you're aiming for out. But he made it. Split the house, looking quite good.
So with the price Tom's given here, I don't think we're getting any back ring weight. I think it's full hit weight.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there, Kenny. They're not messing about. Hit, roll.
Played to near perfection, but Tom would be quite happy to see that roll in another foot, perhaps.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Kenny. Another foot would have been absolute perfection, but currently it's sitting open. But certainly indicating a hit. Yeah, I think he's kind of indicating the hitting the yellow and then roll to the, as the viewers are watching, hit to the roll the right hand side. And he's given a bit of ice, so again he'll probably just be a kind of controlled barrier weight.
As you said, Richard, this is a bit risky. We just was playing this barrier weight on this swingy ice here at Dumfries. swings it all and gets hit on the wrong side, he could put the yellow into the blue.
Yeah, I mean, that's certainly the angles are set up there. If it just swings a couple inches too far, he could always jam. The shot's away and it's coming down. The sweepers aren't on it, so he's obviously not concerned about that. I think it's just got to nose it. Or hitting the high side, if anything. Yeah, still quite a good shot. He would maybe prefer to hit it on the other side, roll the other way, but still a good shot. There's a double on for Tom now, though. I think Tom will be playing full strike weight. There certainly won't be any barriers weight with this one when you're trying to move the 2 stones.
No, the ice given is straight and right in the middle of the stone, so I think it'll be the hard hit.
Yeah, and the shot's away. Sweepers are watching it, but they're not swooping it. I'm just watching it.
Called on now.
And a good shot from Tom there, lifting the 2 blues.
And gripping at the back of the house.
Has he just got a flob at the back of the house there? And for anybody that's just joining us, a flop is well, what can we describe it as? A flippin' lucky outside biter.
Walstad, we're here with his last stone here at the third end. It's okay, wanting it'll be a hit shot and hopefully to lie, so it forces Tom to at least have to play his last stone in rather than just a complete blank.
And they're looking at it. Is he still in or just out? They're certainly looking at it closely.
Look to see where the hole is, whether it's make the 6 foot.
Yes, it must be very close.
And I think there's doubt, so they're just going to hit it.
If in doubt, hit. Particularly when you're Brewster, you run down, you think you hit, you roll out, you still got the hammer.
See if you can get an end going at the 4th.
Yeah, Tom's certainly coming down with weight. Sweepers are on it. Yeah, good shot from Tom there. Just hitting and clearing the house. Blanket. Move on to the 4th end. And the scores here are 2-1. So still anybody's game. We'll just have an overview, some of the other shots, some of the other games, and there's certainly no more than 1 shot in any other games. You can see them on the screen there. Very close games. Obviously top class opposition with very close games, and certainly just singles really being exchanged most of the way through.
N4 here, and Walstad I think is asking for the centre guard. That's just what he's got. Centre guard, just slightly going off the centre line, but
yeah, I would certainly be happy with that, Kenny, if it was either playing or if I was skipping, asking for a centre guard off most games I play. I'd be happy with that.
Tom's asked Hamilton here to put a corner guard on.
Yeah, quite a good shot from Hammy there. There's corner guard called and corner guard played.
Walstad's coming round it, I think, this time. Round his own guard, it's sitting just off centre.
Yeah, he would certainly play for that. I mean, this is for people that are maybe not up in the tactics. You put a corner guard on, and sometimes there's the temptation to come round it yourself. But the sweepers are off it, as if it's maybe heavy, or just letting it come now.
Just slightly
Sweepers back on it.
Slightly sitting out, I think Richard thinks the problem.
Yeah,
His weight's really good.
his weight's absolutely perfect, but it's just sitting. Well, it's sitting fully open. Tom's calling the strike, and if he can get a roll now, he's got the option. He's got a roll either way because there's two guards on. Yeah, Hammy's coming down strike weight. Sweeper's just following it, keeping it clean.
I think he's going behind his own one. Might be struggling to hold on there.
I think he's going behind it. He's going out, in fact. Yeah, just run a couple of feet too far. And equally, that was not a big weight. It was just a kind of controlled weight, which quite often early in the game you will call just a controlled weight, so that if you're not quite bang on, you're just getting a roll, but you're not going out the house. This is certainly a big weight.
Clearing up at the front, I think.
Yeah, he's just trying to lift his own corner, lift Hammy's corner guard off. And back, and he's just lifted the two off, and he's getting a wee roll at the front. Yep, good shot there.
So, Tom will call the draw round to the front of the 8 foot here, I think. That's the shot he's calling for anyway. He's got the guards on now. Not his own colour, but there's not a lot you can do with them two blue stones because they're not lined for to be raised.
Yeah, shot's been played. It's coming down. Super's just watching it. They were on, but they've come off now. Just coming into play. And yeah, I mean it's by the guards by quite a distance. They just don't seem to be finishing tonight. You notice that, Kenny?
They finish late, but they seem to stick out. You know, they set off the centre. They set for a wee while before they come late, but it's gave Walstad a chance here to flop over in behind his own guards now.
Yeah, I mean certainly that was played the perfect way, and they just don't seem to quite be finishing as you would expect. But yeah, I mean he's now got hit, and certainly with this team they've been playing a kind of controlled weight, not a big strike.
Well, I think that's what we're getting again here, Richard. It's just a controlled weight strike.
Yeah, just a kind of heavy barrier. It's coming down, Super's on it, just coming into play now as you watch it come down.
Not bad, it's looking good. They're just nursing it, and he looks as if he's rolling as well. He's maybe going to roll too far.
He's just rolled a foot too far. You wonder if the sweeping had been called on earlier.
A missed opportunity there to get one totally in behind.
And I mean the team, certainly the guy that's playing it, obviously you won't see it on the webcam, but they're kind of questioning why was it not swept earlier. They're just kind of questioning, you know, if you had swept it from halfway down, could you have held it and just got it half buried?
Tom's ignoring that blue stone and he's deciding to come around again.
Yeah, shots away, it's coming down, it's halfway down. Sweeper's just watching it, they don't seem to be called on yet, just coming into view from anybody out there. On
he's looking a lot better line this time, Richard. He looks as if he's a lot tighter by the guard this time. This will finish good this time.
Yeah, just finishing there.
I don't think it's just completely hidden, but it's... I think he may be able to come with this hack weight again that they've been playing all game.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Kenny. And if he does play just the kind of back ring hack,
he'll roll away to the other side.
Just chip it out and roll to the right hand side of the house.
I suppose he has got to watch here just in case he hits it just a slightly, not enough of it, and puts it into the blue at the other side.
Yeah, that is the danger, Kenny. And equally, if you're just a fraction wide, it just sails by it, but it's looking alright.
In fact, I think this may be going to hank a guard, I think, Richard.
Yep, just on the guard. I mentioned earlier, that's the danger of just playing the controlled way. It just draws a wee fraction more than you wanted. And with a situation like that, it just catches the guard. But it's not the worst shot. It's going to chap the first guard off. Tom take advantage, come down and hit the blue, and then he could lie 2, and if he does get a wee roll, he'll be lying 2, potentially guarded.
I think he's wanting to go right to the other side of the house, so that there's no double on Richard. Seems to be the way they're indicating.
Certainly called the strike, Kenny. So the strike, if he gets on the outside, he'll roll to the outside of the house.
The important thing here is to lie 2 shots after this shot's played.
Yeah, definitely agree with you, Kenny. The shot's away. Just been released.
Tom watching it. He's right down there, and he's called the sweepers on now.
And that was pretty much a nose hit. I don't think there is a double on there, is it, Kenny? Would you think it's too shallow for a double? But you can certainly hit and roll.
He may get a double by raising his own front blue.
That's certainly not shot's been called, I think. I think they're just calling the nose hit and then the roll to the right hand side to sit alongside the yellow. Again, but I don't think he'll be shot after that.
But again, he's taking quite a bit of ice. He's not playing big weight.
No, he is playing big weight. The shot is away, and it's certainly bigger than they have been striking. Yeah, good shot. Good shot. I didn't think they would get enough of that to jump it out, but they certainly did. So good shot from Walstad there. Equally, there is a double on there for Brewster. He just gets it slightly off centre. And there is a double on for Brewster to lie 2. Equally, there is the danger of the jam.
He's looking for a wee roll here. I don't think he's. If he doesn't get the double, I don't think he's that bothered. I think he's just wanting to get 2 yellow stones in play.
It's coming down big weight again. Sweeper's on it. Sweeper's working hard. Just as it comes into shot there, Sweeper's working hard. It's an okay result. I think Tom will be quite happy with that. He's got the one, the shooter just sitting at the front of the house, and the advantage with having the front of the house, you can kind of work with it, either chap it back or split it.
Don't know how much of this outside one you can see. I'll see a good half of it, but
I think you'll probably see most of it, Kenny, but you'll not get a rolling inside. I think if you came back, you would just nose it. You wouldn't get unless you come down just a kind of battering weight, you might get enough for just a half a stone roll at the inside.
Correct there, Richard. I think if they just played not the weight they've been playing the whole game, just this hack weight.
They're looking at a draw. I think they're certainly sizing up their options.
I just don't think they could see enough of that to lie 2 shots, so they're
calling the draw. I think they're calling the draw behind the guard. Yeah, I've just had a wee discussion here, and I think they're drawing behind the blue guard, and if they can get it alongside the yellow Brewster shot, I think they'll be quite happy. That's certainly nice. It's been called for. Yeah, Walshaw's just in the hack. He's just out and he's delivered the stone, just released it. The sweepers are following it down, they're just lightly cleaning it. And it's just coming into view here for people in the webcast.
Sweepers are just, it looks good weight because
Certainly
the sweepers are just nursing it along, keeping it clean.
Yeah, I mean a good shot there, but just maybe come a foot too far. The advantage was if it was just a couple of feet short. If Brewster did try to hit it, it was just got a jam in his yellow, but it's just come maybe a foot too far.
Because Tom could hit off the side of this one and roll over to lie shot on behind the guard now.
Yeah, I think Tom's going for the hit then, Kenny. Yeah, just but it'll not be a big hit, just a kind of controlled way to get half of the blue to push it out to the right hand side. And if he gets the right way, he'll roll to the left. Yeah, Brewster's just released the shot. Supers are working. It's just coming out of view. The call and sweep hard.
It looks good, Richard.
Yeah, great shot from Tom there. Hit it at just the correct angle to push it out.
You could have done with a wee bit less, I think, just to flop right in front of to be totally guarded, but his line shot.
Yeah, exactly, Kenny. I think he could run with another foot of roll, but I don't think he'll be too upset with that.
And Walstad got a double here.
I mean, there is, but that's a big weight, and it's a thin double one.
The ice he's taking, Richard, I think he's trying the double, or is he just trying to flop over to the other yellow to lie two?
I think he'll just try and hit and roll behind the guard, yeah, and I mean if he gets a freeze in the yellow, great. Equally, Tom has got the hammer, so. Yeah, he's certainly coming, it's a big weight. Just released it, it's coming just into view soon. Sweepers are off it.
Looks slightly wide. Oh, didn't need much more to get the double.
No, he didn't. Just a wee fraction more. It would have been spot on for the double, but didn't quite make it.
So Tom now has a strike on this blue stone to lie 3 shots. Is Tom's last stone. That's actually the last stone of the end.
Yeah, certainly with a shot like the last year in Walstad played, you're better to be maybe over a fraction and roll than.
He's got to roll to the right, viewer's right rather. He's got a lot of house if he goes to the right way.
Yeah, now Tom a hit for 3. Just released, it's coming down. Sweepers on it. Just keeping it clean. They don't seem concerned. Sweepers on it now. I think Tom's just about perfect. Yep. And that's 3 shots to Tom Brewster. I think he'll be quite happy with the result there.
So Tom moves into a 4-2 lead after 4 ends, halfway through this game. Been some good curling up to now and plenty of stones in play. So hopefully that continues for the second half. Elsewhere we have Taylor 3-2 up, Zarakova 6-1 up. Brewster game we're covering. Black and Hoiberg peels after 2. Fleming has just taken a 3 off Kerr to lead 3-0 after 3 ends, and McCleary is 3-1 up in Shedden after 3 ends. wee correction there. I think Zarakova has just taken a 6 off Aiken to lead to 8-1. It's not the highest score we've had today. We've already had a 7 earlier on in the second session. Moving on to N5 here, and Tom has put on a centre guard, just foot short to the house by Hamilton there. This time it's Walstad. It's played in the corner guard, right in the right position, I think.
Yeah, just big long corner guard there, Kenny. Yep, agree with that. That's good. Tom's just calling draw behind his own guard there. Just either the top of the 8 foot would be quite good for him. Yeah, so young McMillan just released his stone there. Super's working a wee bit. But the Super's just been called off. They're letting it drop. Working away. Just looks as if it's just alongside it. Well, what would you say? Just a couple of feet short there?
Yes, I think they were a wee bit worried it was sitting out, and if it wasn't going to be covered, it's better being shot at the house, because the Walstad can't hit it yet because it's obviously still in the free guard zone.
I mean, it certainly was a perfect line. Just another 2 or 3 feet of draw, it would have been perfect.
So that's what you see. Walstad has come round his corner guard perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, that's spot on there, Kenny, isn't it? There's Brewster. Brewster calling a draw at the 4 foot behind his guard.
Oh, I think Richard is asking for a hack weight on the blue stone. He's ignoring his yellows at present. He's trying to come round the long guard and just half hit off that blue and go behind his guards. I think it's the shot Tom's calling.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Kenny. Just seems to have changed his call.
Supers have been called on hard here. I think he's a wee bit tight, and he's
the guard. Yep, and fully on the guard. I mean, he half the guard there.
He played the shot tighter, but it just overswung a wee bit for Tom.
Yeah, but he certainly hit the guard fully on there. He had the weight, but he just half the guard there.
So, what do you think Walstad will do here then? Richard, do you think he'll come round and lie too?
I think he'll just stick in up the front there. He'll stick a blue. If he's just short of the house, he'll be quite happy, but if he's just biting the house, maybe half behind the yellow, I think he'll be happy. Certainly the draw's just been played, just been released. It's just coming into view now, the sweeper.
Not working too hard on it, so it must be a good line. Don't think it's curling just as much as he was anticipating.
No, it's certainly by the guard a lot.
That's a good stone.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, just biting, it's on the inside, so if Tom Brewster does try to hit it, he's just got to roll out. He's just called for the nose hit there.
don't think he can make the double.
No, I don't think they can. Yeah, I don't think the double's on there. And equally dangerous, if he just hits and just rolls a fraction to the left, he'll almost be guarding the blue.
Sweepers have been called off. He's got a quarter of the stone and he's cleared it through the back and rolled away himself. Walstad just trying to replace that stone.
Yeah, he gave Kenny, just try to do it the same as they did. Maybe just left it a wee bit short. The sweeper should have been on just a wee fraction earlier, but it's still alright. Half covers, it stops the hit and the roll in. Right. And Tom's just nominating Chap back on his yellows. Just try to hit them back, just into shot. So he'll come back just a kind of back tee weight and just.
I think it's the centre one he's going for with the.
I would say there, yeah, he's just going for the centre, just to kind of angle it back behind the guards, just into shot there. Shots away. Sweeper's watching it.
Look, might be sitting slightly wide.
I think
it's coming now. It's coming now.
It's got enough weight. It's going to be a good shot. Has got too much weight. Oh, he's working it. He's working it. Just a fraction heavy. I mean, the angle was perfect if it had stopped to be 2 or 3 feet sooner. Yeah, I mean, it was the right call. It was just played just a wee fraction heavy.
So Walstad trying to come round about here to lie 2 shots. Sweepers don't seem too worried about it. It seems to be good weight. They're working a wee bit now on it. Maybe should have been working a wee bit harder. They've left it short. So it actually gives Tom another opportunity to put one in here.
Yeah, I think Tom will just go for the same again.
Actually could take the other one this time.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's the centre one he's taken.
He could do either. I mean, he could do either, but yeah, I mean, same shot, just maybe not quite as hard. And the shot's away. The Sweepers on it. No, they're just called off. Watching the line, just coming into view here from in the webcast. Has he got the angle quite right, or is it just hanging wide? Oh, just not got the angle. He just wanted it to draw just a wee fraction more and put it on the blue and the inside of the blue, but not quite. So there is a line now there, Kenny, just into the 4 foot. I mean, he can get buried behind the guards.
Walstad, he has last stone as well, so he's drawn in here to lie 2.
Yeah, I mean, if they can get one buried, even half buried behind the guard, pressure's on Brewster.
This one's sitting a wee bit wide here. It might be going to give Tom put another one of Tom's yellow stones into the house. That's what it's done. So I think Tom's looking for the outside yellow here, a tap back. could end up laying 4 shots. Don't think he possibly can see enough of that yellow to put it onto the blue. I think that's the problem. What do you think, David?
I suppose you will see enough of it to tap it into the forefoot, though, even if you can't get back onto the blue. So I expect him to probably make a play on that yellow. Don't expect it to be a heavy stone by any stretch.
He'd probably play that weight, kind of hack weight, I would have thought might be the answer here, and if he does cut it across the house, he might get a wee bit of the blue and lie shot.
Yeah, well, if you can make contact and move the blue, then great. But even if you're cutting in, 4-2 up, nick another one, looking pretty comfortable at that point. So. Again, just like the last game, it was just all control, wasn't it? Brewster's looked very much in control of this game.
That big 3 made a difference at the 4th end.
Yeah, even going back to the first end, okay, he only got a 1, but he had the shot for a 2. He's been making chances right the way through the game now, so it's he very much commentators' curses could be upon him now, but he does look very in control. So, form player in Scotland just now?
Yes, I would say Tom's been playing some good curling this week. The last few weeks anyway.
I think he won the Scottish Curling Tour at Kinross either last weekend
or the weekend
before.
Yes. So they're watching.
An outrageous shot from him, just a wee skinny in off a very long guard. It's on YouTube if you want to go find it.
He's sitting a wee bit wide here, and he just touched the yellow in through the back of the house.
Just feathered that and no more.
So Walstad could now put him under pressure with a raise in one of these front blues to lie 2.
Yeah, I'm just back after checking a few tactics with some of the teams upstairs, and I kind of agree with what the game Brewster's playing. I mean, there will be an angle there. Do you think he's going for the yellow and the blue and just chap it back?
I think so. I think that's the shot that's been called. And if he puts it in behind that yellow, that means that yellow can't be used by Tom with his last stone.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly good. And the thing is, if he does play a bit heavyweight, there's a yellow at the back of the house that could stop it.
It might just slightly nick off the yellow with the way they're lying, Richard. We're not right behind, so we can't see the angles.
But yeah, I mean, it's certainly the kind of percentage shot here that he just has to move it a couple of feet into. Certainly, if he's biting the 8 foot, the white, he will be, well, either shot or second shot. Certainly putting the pressure on Brewster because there's no clear road in.
Sweepers are on.
They're sweeping hard. I think it's maybe drawn too much. Oh, no. It seems...
I would say
I mean,
it wasn't
a good
just
shot.
It wasn't just totally perfect, but it's he's lying 2 shots now.
He is lying 2 shots, and if Brewster does go for the hit in the blue, he's probably got to roll out. So again, if I'd played that, Kenny, I would certainly be quite happy with it.
Just a wee tap back, I think, here in that front yellow.
Yeah, I mean, Brewster just plays a wee half. The yellow just at the front of the 12 foot. He just has to kind of half it back, but equally it has to be the perfect weight and the perfect angle, otherwise he could Certainly give a one or a two away. Yep, totally agree with you there, David. That's the shot he's playing.
He doesn't want to put it. He wants to lie shot, but I don't think he really wants to maybe put it inside the blue. That does give him an opportunity with his last stone to.
Yeah, he certainly has to move it and not set up the double or set up the kind of race with the two blues.
The more to the left he goes, the better.
Certainly a wee bit high just now. Certainly a wee bit high. Has he got enough yet? He's got
I think he
enough
looks
yet.
just a bit perfect.
Good.
He looks just a bit perfect.
Really good shot from Tom there. Really good shot from Tom.
Doesn't give. So Walstad facing one against him now, and it's his last stone to come in the fifth end.
He's looking at angling the long blue in, but equally, if he does make it, he's lifting a three.
I think it's the only shot Richard has got.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a big shot, but if he pulls it off,
Right.
it's a 3 shots to him.
Big shot, big rewards. Yeah, they're eyeing up the hit, just checking the angles.
Still having a good look around just to make sure he's got the right angles.
Yeah, the shot's away. Sweeper's watching it, just keeping it clean as it comes down, but not sweeping it hard. It's got the right angle.
Is a good effort. He definitely Walstad's scored one shot, and they're having a
Definitely
close look
got one, maybe a two. Yeah, we'll have to say a really good shot there. Well played. It was one of the skinniest promotions you'll see, because if he was just a wee fraction less, he wouldn't quite have made it, but he did make it. So certainly lifted one, probably a two.
Elsewhere, the game in Sheet A is tied up at 3-all. On Sheet B, Graham Black of Lockerbie has went into a 4-1 lead. In Sheet C, Zarakova still leads 8-2 against Aiken. Fleming has raced into an 8-0 lead against Kerr. Sheet E is the game we're watching, and McCleary leads Shedden by 4 shots to 1 after 4 ends. Apart from the game in Sheet A, I think we've picked the game here this evening. It's tied up 4-all after 5 ends. So, first stone of the 6th end. There we have a stone that's going to be removed from play. We have one that hasn't got over the hog line. So that's a mistake from Walstad's rink. So Tom, I think, asking young Hamilton McMillan to play a corner guard.
Yeah, there's Hamid. He's played a corner guard, looks pretty perfect. And they're just sweeping it on. Yeah, just short. Good shot. Exactly what it's called for.
Walstad this time looking for a centre guard. got it over the hog this time. It looks near enough perfect.
Certainly over the hog and just short the house. Yep, good centre
stone.
guard. Yeah, played to perfection. Brewster just calling for a draw around the corner. Super's won it early as it just comes down, just coming out to short now. Super's working it hard. Running on. Is it in the house? Just short.
I think he'll.
Yeah, good shot.
Mm-hmm.
Just short. Just at the side. Certainly that seems a good shot.
So, Walstad coming round about now to try and let it land one in the 4 foot.
Yeah, just kind of moving the plate to the other side of the house with everything. As the viewers watch to the right of the house, just moving to the left.
Super's just nursing this one along. It's reaching the house, but it's not hidden, and it gives Tom an opportunity now just to have a wee hit and a wee slight roll to the right hand side. Thomas and Ross Patterson for just a hit or slight roll here. Anxious shout right away. It's maybe rolled slightly too far and it's sitting right in the hole.
Yeah, exactly, Kenny. It's either, well, if it stopped a foot shorter, it would have been good behind the blue guard, or rolled a foot further, it would have been behind the yellow guard. So.
Don't think they can get behind the yellow, Richard. I think it can buy the guard that tight. It couldn't. I think it was needing to get more. I think it was needing to get more of the guard to get behind the blue, and I don't think he could get totally across to the yellow. The amount of stone he could see.
Yeah, they're playing a hit, kind of controlled way, as this team likes to play. Yeah, just a wee hit and roll behind the guard. Good shot. Maybe almost a wee bit too close to Brewster's shot, because Brewster can hit it and he'll certainly take the blue out, but he won't be shot. Brewster's just kind of looking at a couple of shots here. He's looking at a draw.
I think Tom's going to ignore this. No, he's not.
He's going for the hit, and I think he's calling for the hit on the inside, so that the shooter rolls. Yep, the shooter rolls to the top of the 12. The blue will go out. So Ross just playing the shots down. Sweepers are off it. Sweepers are on it now, just coming out to play. Hit. Has he got the roll? Oh, not quite. Pretty much nose hit. So very little movement between the stones. So we're just going over. I believe that in one of the female games there has been handshakes. So this is Hannah Fleming against Kerr, and the final score is, depending what they blew up, but that certainly game's off after, well, 5 ends played, and the score was 8-0 to Hannah Fleming.
So Walstad having a draw here, back to their main game, and he's drawn. He's not hidden behind the guards, so Tom has got an opportunity here to draw round and lie shot. Tom playing this, I think, a bit maybe hack weight. Tom indicating, I think the stone's maybe slightly wide here. But it's coming now, but I don't think it's going to come enough, but the weight's good. So the yellow stone now lying shot in the 4 foot with the blue stone behind it.
Yeah, the vice is coming up here to have a wee discussion. They're certainly looking at it, hitting inside. Your blue shot will go back, but if you get a wee roll behind the guards.
That's what Skip's looking for, I think, Richard. He's asking just for hack weight, and they've been playing this weight most of the night.
Yeah, that's certainly their kind of preferred hit weight, just a hack weight, and if they just get quarter of it, and they'll push the yellow out and hopefully get a roll behind the kind of yellow guards to the right hand of the screen. Yeah, shots away, controlled weight coming down, sweeper's watching it. Yeah, sweeper's working on it now. Just coming into play here, just on people watching at home.
It looks near enough.
It's a good shot.
Near enough, perfect.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Pretty good shot. Yeah, certainly be happy with that. I mean, they would maybe have wanted just a wee fraction more draw, just to get another half foot behind the guard, but yeah, I certainly be happy with that.
Tom just going to try and play the same weight, I think, here with the ice he's given Richard. I think he's just trying to play back 12 weight just to move that blue off out the 4 foot.
Yeah, you can agree with that there. Kenny, you're just coming a controlled kind of back ring hack just by the guards to get half it and push it out. Sweeper's on it. Tom certainly calling, sweeping hard. Is it by the guard? Yeah, it's by the guard.
He looks perfect.
Good. Yeah, just a perfect shot there.
Good shot.
Controlled hit, so the blue stone goes out and the shooter just rolls to the 8 foot. Yeah.
He might have preferred the yellow just to have rolled a wee bit further, but it was a hard blue stone to get there. He probably wouldn't see that much of it from the far end.
I mean, I think sitting down there, he would just see a wee fraction of it. It just had to be the control weight to get by the guard, but he played it to perfection.
Sweepers were on to early just to keep it in the correct line early on and let it finish just at the end. So Brewster lined 2 shots here, and he has got last stone as well.
Kind of looking at the options, because there is guards here, so they're looking at the hit and the freeze, or the hit and the roll behind the guards. You've got a couple of options here, Kenny, haven't you? If you hit it high and you roll just in front of their shooter, that's great, but if you roll another couple of feet, you're behind the guard.
I think he's got an opportunity here to take both yellows away and roll over in front of the guard. Hit the outside one first and kind of maybe quarter the outside one and then roll across.
Yeah, he's got a couple of options, so see what he plays. I think he's calling ice for the hit, the big hit. I mean, this team seems to prefer the kind of back ring, but I certainly think they're going for a big hit here. And the hack is delivering, yeah. Sweeper's on it just as it comes into view for everybody at home here.
Sitting wide.
I think he's hit high, but yeah, I mean that's. I don't know if it'll be shot.
No, I think yellow will still lie shot, Richard.
Yeah, I think the way Tom indicated with his brush that yellow's still shot, I think they would have been wanting just another 6 inches of travel there, and then it would have been just about perfect, but yellow will be shot. Tom catches it on the inside, hits the blue out, and be line 2. If he rolls behind the guards, he'll be line 2.
I think Tom's called the draw here, is he not, Richard? He's going to come round the front guard and lie in front of the 4 foot. Lie 2 shots that way.
I think he maybe has with Icy's call.
If he puts one sitting right in front of the tee, he's in a strong position.
The only danger with that is if he's not quite. No, he's certainly coming down the way. He's a barrier away. Nice. He's sweeping it to get in. No, he's not a barrier away. It's just a draw. You're right, Kenny.
They're by. They've just got to get the weight now. They've got to work it hard now.
Just stopped a fraction short.
It's not a disastrous shot, Richard, because the Blues will have to play on their own blue one probably to get a roll across to lie shot in behind the yellow.
I certainly know the worst shot, but I mean they're looking at hitting the blue at the front, running the blue guard back. And they're maybe looking at the draw through the port on the right hand side. Yeah, I think they're kind of calling the draw through the port to the top of the 4 foot.
What's the point in no return if he doesn't make it? Because Tom's got a shot to play to get a 3. But if he puts one in there, Richard is kills the end off as far as Brewster's concerned. Especially if he puts it sitting right on the pot lid. Tom would have to follow him.
Yeah, it certainly is a big shot, Kenny, but that's why the skips get paid the big bucks, isn't that?
Correct.
Yeah, certainly with the brushes they're indicating the top of the 4 foot is the shot they're going to play.
I thought he could actually make a play down here in his blue one, and if he got a slight nick on his blue stone and split across into the house to lie one shot.
Yeah, as Kenny says, you can come down to blue, but the only thing about that is if you chap your own blue out, your own blue out to maybe lose another shot. But
he hasn't got a lot of space to get between that yellow and the blue.
It's not a big gap.
And if he doesn't make it, it gives Tom a chance to just play battering away on that blue.
Could almost get in the spawny
It's tight.
And the shot's away and the sweepers are working. It's okay. Sweeper's certainly working on it. It's just coming into view for the people in the webcast just now. Is it by the guard?
Yes, he looks good, Richard. He
looking
looks
a
really
good
good.
shot. It's a good shot, but I think Tom will be able to see most of it. So whether he follows it down and just rolls out. Or equally he's looking at hitting the yellow at the top of the 8 onto it.
Can you see enough of the yellow?
And they're back to just coming down, following it down, similar shot, bigger weight, and just hitting the blue back. And then he'll get a 2 probably, or if he rolls out, equally if he hangs wide, there's the danger he jams it on his only yellow. So I mean it is a risky shot from Brewster here. If he hangs wide, he could potentially lose a 1 or a 2. And even if he gets it perfect, he's maybe only getting a 1, but he has to go for it.
I don't think he's got any option, Richard. He's got to just follow that blue, but just maybe a yard heavier to turn the blue back to into the 8 foot at the back and hopefully hang on to lie 2.
And Brewster's just sliding out the hack. He's coming down a kind of heavy barrier. Sweepers are watching it. It's just coming into view for people at home now.
It's coming now.
Hit.
I think he's gave away a 1. I think blue maybe pick up 1 here.
Pretty close. They're having a look. 1 blue. And Tom seems a wee bit disappointed with that, but equally had to go for it. It was a close call. He just needed to draw just a wee fraction more. I think he will be disappointed in losing a 1 there.
So Walstad moves into a 5-4 lead after 6 ends. 2 ends remaining here. All to play for.
Certainly after that end, do you think? I mean, if I was coming out of that, I think I would be Walstad, I would be quite happy with that. If I was Team Brewster, I would be a wee bit disappointed.
So
but it was a great last shot from Walstad, just to put it in almost the perfect position to kind of tempt Tom to try and hit it out, and if he did get it wrong, could go either way.
So we'll have the scores of all the other games up there on the screen at the moment. I think the game in Sheet D is finished. I think Hannah Fleming 1-9-0.
So we've got 2 ends to play here. Getting really exciting here in Dumfries. Walstad 1 up. Start the 7th end. And I've just called for the long guard. And that's what the lead's just delivered. Good shot.
Centre guard. Thought he might have come in there, Richard. He's 1 up with 2 ends to go.
Yeah, I mean it's always a bit of a debate though, Kenny, isn't it? I mean if it's not broke, why fix it? If that's the game you've kind of been playing, just keep doing the same. Or do you decide at this end you keep it clean and hit for home? I think the thing is about the free guard zone, it always makes it interesting, and if you have been playing that, you're as well keeping going.
So Tom Stone coming around here to lie right totally behind the guard.
And I mean, when you do look at the free guard zone, you just look at those first 2 stones, a long guard, and then just drawing right to the 4 foot, just about perfection. So, from both leads, that's perfect play. And if Walstad could just stick in right at the top of that, yeah, if you're certainly a lead for both teams, you're quite happy with either of those 2 stones.
Walstad's lead, who are hoping to follow Hamilton Macmillan Stone down. Sweepers are just sitting there, standing watching it at the moment. It's sitting maybe a wee shade high.
And we're just hearing that the other ladies' game has finished as well, and that was Aitken against Zarakova, and Zarakova was certainly 9-2 up after 5 ends, and they have shook hands and they have come off. We don't know the final score, but it was certainly a win for Zarakova. So that's all the ladies' games finished here in Dumfries tonight.
Another good stone coming down here from Tom's lead. Just nearly four really good stones there by the two leads. Basically all in good position. So we're set up here at the 7th end for a good end of curling. So I think Walstad's wanting to come round in the other hand here and draw into the face of this yellow, so he's got a bit of backing. That's the call.
You do get the feeling this one's going to the end, Kenny, don't you?
Yes, this has definitely got 8 ends and possibly an extra end written all over it.
Oh, good.
The last thing we want tonight, David, is going into overtime, but
if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. Richard's just taking another wee trip to the bar, I think, so they stand in for a moment or two.
This looks near enough perfect as well. We're just lacking a wee bit of weight, David. It's come up a wee bit short, so I might see Tom making a wee move on these yellows just to edge the blue to the back of the house. And Ross Patterson just to play a back ring weight or a hack weight, hit his own yellow stone and move the blue out of that position and leave himself possibly allowing 3 shots. But it's early in the end.
It could look very nice for him in a second or two. Looks very tight to the guard though. Supers are holding it.
Supers are holding it really well, David.
That shows how good my eyesight is. Passes the guard by a mile.
He's actually perfect because he's got checked in the inside of that guard now.
Yeah, really well judged.
So this end we've had 6 stones now, and all 6 have been near enough perfection. I mean, Walstad's last stone just came up a yard short. I suppose he has got a double take. A chance of a double here.
Yeah, he has, and he should all stay high in the house as well, so that will at least give him a wee bit of control of the front of the house.
They haven't been playing big weight all day. They've just been playing this barrier weight, and the ice he's given them this time, I don't think barrier weight's what he's called for. I think it's full strike.
Full bore. Yeah, some of the big weight coming out the hack. You can just see it out the window here. Okay, Sweeper's on it fairly early, but straight off it again. It's quite nice for the double. I don't think he's going to hang around though.
He's got the double.
Lifts the double, rolls out.
So Tom's still lying shot in there, and he's to play next.
I think he's calling the draw on top of it. Yeah, the draw around behind the guard. If you're on top of your own shot, that's good. As long as you're buried behind the guard, that's a good shot.
If he gets buried, Richard, he could possibly stop the tap back as well.
Yeah, that's another thing, Kenny. If you can get it round, say about the 8 foot, if you're 8 foot weight behind the guard and the blue and the 12 foot, that would be absolutely perfect. So Ross just released it. Sweepers are on it, but they've come off it again. Just coming into view now for people at home.
Sweeper's back on.
Certainly by the guard by a big distance, but finishing now. Does it settle the double? Certainly would have liked that another couple of feet further back, but it's okay.
I think the double's on, Richard, but
certainly he's out and he's looking at it. I'd say the double's on. He's certainly calling the hit. Whether his shooter will run out, which it probably will, but equally they've got the blue there, so
the ice is taking. We're not getting the barrier weight this time. I think we're getting the full hit shot.
I agree with you, Kenny. Big full hit. Certainly it's been played. It's down.
And it looks
not far away. Oh, just over the top.
But it has moved it. He's moved both yellows out of there now.
Yeah, certainly he would have liked the yellow just to run another couple of feet, but not quite. But certainly moved it to the wing, which is a better result. So again, if you're Walstad, you'd be quite happy with that.
I think Tom will be looking for just a wee hit and wee slight roll on this one to lie 2 shots. He's got the hammer. So sweepers are on this.
They're working hard. Is it by the guard? By the front
it's
guard?
by the guard.
It
it's basically right on the nose. Good shot. Well, it's two yellows now.
Yeah, they're trying to hit the outside one and roll into the house. They're sweeping it again. They're just the controlled weight.
And this could be it's a miss. Just that controlled weight, Richard, and it just draws that wee bit too much.
Yeah, particularly when you're out in the wings here, Kenny and Dumfries. As soon as you're out in the wings, if you drop your weight, they just do draw quite a lot.
So Tom now, I think he'll come around that blue guard and sit in front of the 4 foot somewhere to stop Walstad from getting in. Yes, that's just what he's asking his third player for. Just sit on the 8 foot. Discussion here between the skip and the third. They just don't want to set up any doubles for Walstad. They're trying to get at least 2 shots here at the 7th end to take a lead into the final end.
Yeah, you agree with you there, Kenny. You just come round if you're half buried. If you're even top of the 4 foot, you're good.
He doesn't want to be too far back, Richard. It gives Walstad a chance to come round about him. There's no really an easy hit on there with any apart from the outside yellow.
Yeah, if you're half buried, top of the 8 foot, you're good.
So I think we're Tom playing the draw here round the blue guard and just sit on the 8 foot. Sweepers are working quite hard on this, Richard.
Yeah, sweepers working it. I think they're okay though. They're just waiting for it to finish. Just coming round. It looks quite good. Yeah, just about perfect. Certainly wouldn't complain with that.
Has he got a shot here to take 3 of them?
I can't really see the angle for 3, Kenny, no. Unless it's a wee
skinny across the front.
a wee skinny on the front 12 foot on the one at the top of the 8, and then you roll the one at the wing. But
hard shot at this stage of the game. I think he'll be quite happy here with a double.
I think the geometry maybe just is on, but you would probably need.
So, Walstad's first stone here at the 7th end. Trying the double, I think. Richard, I think that's his shot he's called.
Yeah, I think so.
And again, I think we're seeing the weight up to a wee bit here. He's been playing barrier weight most of the night. And he's hanging a wee shade wide. Oh, but he's got the double. Good shot. Good shot there from Walstad. So Tom Alex, I think he's going to put one in the left hand side of the house as we're looking at the pictures. Looking good for his 2 here at the 7th end. But just
Tom just drawn here.
Yeah, what
sweepers are working at. Just splitting the house. Looking good.
I want it just a bit right on the tee line. That's perfect.
Yeah, and for anybody just new to curling, Kenny, do you think explain why he split the house as opposed to come round the guard?
Just make it as hard as possible for Walstad here to get a double.
Yeah, exactly.
It possibly has gave him a slight chance here, maybe just to roll over to the other yellow. But he could also roll behind the guard.
Yeah, I mean they're indicating that the hit and the roll behind the guard, which would be a really good shot, and he has to have the angles absolutely perfect. But it is on, and equally at this level, if he makes it, good.
So here's Walstad's last shot here at the 7th end. It's definitely, I think it's a big hit. Richard, the ice is indicating anyway, it's not taking the barrier weight that what they've been playing all night.
No, certainly no barrier weight with this. It will be a big weight to try and get a wee thin angle and roll across the house.
The main objective here is to try and force Tom to play his last stone, live shot, and force him to make it as hard as possible for him to get a 2.
Looking good, just roll the wee fraction too much. But it's still a really good shot, That
was an excellent shot, Richard. Tom's got to be just be the right weight here to come round this guard.
Yep, Brewster has to make it. Equally, that reminds me, I mean, if you're thinking about really aggressive shots, the Olympic champion, not the championship there, but the Olympics before that, Kevin Martin, would he have called the freeze? The freeze on the yellow. And if you have to make it to absolute perfection, but the yellow on the left hand side of the house, if you'd played the perfect freeze on that, Brewster could only have got a 1.
Well, Tom just playing a back 8 weight here to turn this blue. He just needs to turn the blue about a yard and he'll lie 2 shots. Sweepers are on it early, but they've called off. His third has called them off. he looks just a bit perfect, Richard. Yes, good shot, Tom. Tom picks up a 2 at the 7th end to go into a 6-5 lead going down the last end.
Yeah, good shot from Tom Brewster there.
Just nice weight and got the curl just there at the end.
Just have a look at these scores on the doors there. And you can see big scores in the women's games there, both on C-sheet. Aitken against Zarakova, 9-2 Zarakova, and Hannah Fleming beat Kerr 8-0. And with other games that are going on, you can see they're all quite tight, with everything to play for.
Stand up now.
Just got a light update in B-sheet there. Holberg against Black, 5-5. So again, everything to play for. That's after 6 ends, heading down to 7. So 5-5, still everything to go there. I mean, obviously Graham Black is playing well this weekend. I don't know if he'll mind me saying he actually won. He won something at Lockerbie yesterday in the Blackface Breeders, and he actually won the wooden spoon. So it's always good to get something. And obviously Graham won the wooden spoon. It is something to win, and that's all I'll say about it.
So Tom's lead, he put his stone deer stare biting the centre line, just at the edge of the 4 foot. So I think you'll see Tom playing this end quite simple. I think Walstad's called a corner guard. Tom just calling on his lead stone, just biting the centre line at the edge of the 8 foot.
I've just actually checked on the situation here, so apparently we can't have a draw. It will go to 1 extra end. So if Walstad with the hammer takes a 1, it will go to an extra end. So still everything to play for.
Who's else is next?
So we've got second lead stones coming down here. They're trying to come behind the guard just to freeze onto the yellow Brewster stone. He's by the guard, sweeping it hard. Has he actually rolled and run out? Yeah. I think he just rolled it just a wee fraction too far.
And the yellow hangs on at the back to Richard.
Yeah, exactly.
Could that be a vital stone at the end of the game?
And it's in the back, and it's actually guarded by the front end, so that was a wee bit of a mistake there.
So Tom will ask his second to come round that yellow guard at the front and lying just on the 4 foot.
So you've got the Norwegian team playing well here.
Sweepers. If Tom's
Patterson
called his
just
sweepers
playing
off here, this is not getting past the guard.
No, I mean it's well short. So it's a bit of a mistake from Patterson. It certainly wanted it a lot further on than that, but
It was quite surprising, Richard. There's a lot of stones lying about here. Guards as well.
yeah, I agree with you there, Kenny. You've got a couple of long guards with a lot of separation, so if you did try to hit them off, it'd be quite difficult to clear both guards. Norwegian team just try to bury one round their own guard here to the right hand side of the house. And it's the kind of thing when you get to the 8th end, you would think that certainly the second should have the weight. Yeah, sweepers are on it now, they're pummeling it hard. Certainly by the guards. No, it's not.
Oh, but it's,
Again, bit of a mistake from the sweepers there. They seemed to be coming down and it just dived at the end.
So Tom's asking for one to come round that front yellow. It's a live shot. Put the pressure on the Norwegians. Ross Patterson will be wanting to make up for his first stone, which failed to get past the guard.
Sweepers only on it, they're following it. It's keeping it clean, certainly by the guard, by a fair whack. It's
Just
coming in
depends
nice.
on his weight now.
Just finish at the end nice.
Good stone, Richard.
Yeah, really good shot. Yeah, I certainly think he'll be happy with that last shot. That'll get his percentages up. Even though we've not got anybody doing percentages here, I think he'll be quite happy with that.
He'll get 50% for this end anyway.
Well, maybe a wee bit higher.
Walstad's going to have to open up the middle here. He's got last stone, so he doesn't want to leave it all. But I can't see the button with his last stone. So I think he's going to play a wee play here on the blue stone and see if he can get across to the yellow.
Yeah, agree with that there, Kenny. Might as well just chap it back. And even if he doesn't make it, as long as he hits it at an angle, he'll open up the front of the house. He's given a lot of ice, so they must just be coming the kind of controlled barrier weight that this team tends to prefer. Yeah, he's in the hack. Stone's just been released. Sweeper's watching it, keeping it clean. Now they're pummeling it. They're pummeling it hard. No, they're just being called off. He's got enough of it. No, not quite. Just. And it's actually ended quite a good shot because he's got one buried to the right of the house that is second shot and it's behind the guard. So at the kind of percentage shot, if you get the perfect angle, great. If not, you're just getting a wee rumble. You do look a bit disappointed with it.
Tom. Just uncertain where Tom was going to put this stone. I think Tom's away up to speak to his third. Doesn't want to leave it that it gives Walstad a chance of a double in any way because he's laying a good yellow stone in there. He doesn't have last stones.
Yeah, we're just hearing that board A, Taylor against Storag. Game has finished, and certainly before we finished, Taylor was the winner. We're just doing the draw the shot challenge now. So that's Taylor has won on board A.
I think Tom's just going to go to draw around that blue guard at the front, Richard, and lie on that blue.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there, Kenny. Well, looking at different options here. Looking at just draw at the 8 foot, tee high.
Aye.
Yeah, I think as long as he sits second shot, he'll be quite happy.
He definitely doesn't want to be anywhere on the centre to give the Norwegians a chance of a double with that yellow in there.
The sweepers are off. No, they're coming on now. Just nursing it into the house. Looks a good shot. Yeah, just about perfect. Spot on. Yeah, well played there.
What would you do now then, Richard?
If I was Walstad, what would I do? I don't know. I think I would probably draw one just in to the top of the 4 foot, just sitting on the Brewster's yellow. You know, if you just sit on top of it, if you're shot, the freeze on the yellow just to the left of the 4 foot. But they're looking at the
just follow
hit
it
on the yellow to the right.
I think they're
Or just following it?
Just following it, I think.
I think that's the where the blue's been superimposed. I think that's the opinion of the commentary team up here. But obviously we are not playing the game.
I think Richard has got to make a play sometime on getting a shot in there. I think this might be the opportunity now, because there's no easy shot to raise any of these that are out in front.
They're certainly all out looking at it, debating angles to play, what shot to play, which is good that they're communicating with the team. But sometimes you think that's negative.
Well, this is where you could possibly do with time clocks. But we're not playing with them this weekend.
And the danger is if you've got 4 opinions and you go for one and it's wrong, the other 3 will think, why did they go for that shot? Whereas if you've got a strong skip that goes, we're going for that, that's the obvious shot.
I think his play here, Richard, is he's trying to raise yellow to yellow and then yellow onto the blue. I think he needs to make that he's got an easier shot with his last stone to get at least get his one and take it down the next end.
Yeah, I think I agree with your call shot in there, Kenny, but is it the right shot or do you go for the big shot now? If you go for the big shot now and you make it, that's it, all over, you don't need an extra end. Yeah, he's going for the hit, yellow onto yellow. Or at least clearing it up. And you'd have to say that's a wee bit of a mistake. He's went for the yellow onto yellow, not made it, and he's just kind of blocked it up. So Brewster's just got to stick another guard on, I would say.
You can get through that now, either.
Or has he got to come through the port? Even if he comes through the port and sticks one at the top of the 8 foot.
one or two options here. We're having discussions up here what Tom's asking for here, whether it's a guard or a draw to the 4 foot. It looks like the guard.
Yeah, he's just drawing it up short, blocking it up.
He's done. I think he's stopped the raise back now as well.
Although there's still a draw at the poppy from this side. Drawing at the 4 foot. It will have to be perfect weight, although they're calling this though, Kenny.
Yeah, they're definitely playing. That's the stone they're playing, Richard. And if they pull this off, get right round behind that guard, puts them in a strong position.
See, we're coming a big way. See, we're hitting the yellow. Hitting the yellow and roll. And he just knows that all he needed was a wee bit fraction for a roll, but he didn't quite make it. So, unfortunately, was that 2 mistakes?
I think Tom will just follow that and hit the blue and lie second shot.
So with that, I'll just have to actually call off and sign off for the end of the night and leave you with Kenny and David for the rest of the last 2 stones. It's been nice talking to you tonight, and speak to you tomorrow afternoon. Goodbye from Richard. Bye.
Thank you, Richard. So, Richard leaving us now, and we'll guide you through this last few stones, hopefully, of this end and a possible extra end.
You know how this 5-man squad thing's come into curling? Bringing in the substitute with 4 stones to go. I could have gone home, you know. Just as well I stayed.
So, Tom, I think he's making a play in this.
He's just getting rid of it. Spot on. These two. Would have liked to hang about a wee bit closer to the pot lid, but I think he'll be pretty happy with that. Spins both blues out of play.
And he's also spun far enough, David, that he can't get an in off the yellow to lie shot. So
yeah, exactly. The angles aren't going to work for that. So
it's just I think basically all he's got here's the draw round between the 2 blues.
Yep, exactly. Just a reminder again, the results of other games are on the DIBCA website. If you want to see them, you'll find them all there. Some of the games, we're not entirely sure how they finish because the teams don't put the last end up on the scoreboard, but ends and shots don't really come into it. In terms of ranking, it's just games won and then the average of the last stone draws. So as long as there's a result that we can see, that's the main thing. There's 3 games left on the ice, but as I speak, we are down to 1. 2. That's 1 just finished. Ross McCleary beating Graham Shedden. Again, we're kind of guessing the score, but I think it looks like 8-3. That's what the score on the website is going down as anyway. So
I think you're wrong, David. I think it's 7-3.
They've got the 8th end to go on there, Kenny. They're just playing down below us. Can't see it from here, but.
So here's Walstad's first stone here at the 8th end. He's trying to draw around between the 2 blues to lie shot. I think he'll need to be spot on here, or Tom will shut that door and.
Time you going home? Hello.
So.
The other game still going is the Hoiberg Black match. And the last time I looked at that, I think that was sitting at 5-all.
This is sitting a wee bit wide, David. I don't think it's going to draw for shot. It's a good effort.
His
weight's good.
It's come a wee bit too far as well. I'm not even sure it's shot there.
No, I think Tom still lies shot.
Tom just looking at sitting on top of that. He sits on top of that as long as he doesn't leave a double. It's going to be very difficult for Walstad to draw his one.
I think even if he just leaves it short, David is...
Yeah, fair point. Yeah, anyway, as I say, as long as he doesn't leave a double, so too short and hanging out wide could leave a kind of slash double. He's certainly not going to lose the game.
He's obviously maybe wanting to get this game out, finished in the 8th end. He doesn't want to go into an extra end this evening. So, this is Tom's last stone at the 8th end. I think with the ice he's indicating here, David, I think he's trying to draw right onto the face of it.
Yeah, I think that's what it was called, just freeze right down on top of it. As long as you hide the inside edge. It's just taking a wee bit more ice. I wonder if he's thinking of just putting this a wee bit shorter, as you said.
But, yeah, well, he definitely doesn't want to touch the blue guard on the centre, just to the right of the centre line.
Took a good bit more ice there just at the last second. The brush moved out. And he goes out the hack.
So, is this Tom's last stone of the night, or will we have an extra end in this game? Sweepers are on, they're off again, they're back on. It's looking good.
It's maybe looking a wee touch short. I think they're just trying to get the line now. Sat down, and as we said, the ice has been excellent. I just wonder if that was just catching, just going a wee bit flat there. Unless, like I say, they maybe did change their call halfway through calling that shot. So.
As you said, David, they did take a wee bit more ice there, and I wonder whether it was just a guard he asked for eventually at the finish.
We'll never know, Kenny. We'll never know. Either way, it looks pretty good for them at the moment.
Has Walstad a shot on here with it raising that blue? I think that's the only shot he possibly has.
The benefit of it is it would be for a 2 if it goes. I think the chance of the yellow jamming on the face, it's no pretty, is it?
No, we're all looking at angles here.
Same in the game this morning with Tom Brewster. He just finds a way to win.
He gets the job done.
Exactly. As I say, form team in Scotland, I think it's fair to say at the moment in the men's game. Keep you updated on the last game, Graham Black against Hoiberg, but half the curling stones in Scotland are currently lying in the house up there. It's would be known as a messy end, and I have no idea who scored what in it. So they're clearing the stones away. We'll let you know who scored in the 7th.
Black scored, I think. Black scored.
Yeah, it's definitely Graham Black that scored, and it's just whether it was a 1 or a 2.
So here we go. Last stone here from Walstad. It's a long raise, angled raise on the blue stone. If he pulls this off, it'll be some victory, because he possibly could get a 2. I think at the moment he'll be quite happy to pick up a 1 and take it to an extra end.
I think he would be delighted to take a 1 and take it to an extra at the moment.
It
looks very high. Is he going to get anything?
No.
It's a steal of 1 to Brewster.
Brewster picks up a 1 and wins the game by 7 shots to 5. So that's Tom moves on to 2 victories. David, is that correct in that section?
Yep, 2 victories for them. Taking charge of that section. That section very much still open. Everybody's got a chance of going through, just by a very quick first look at it. But it is getting quite late at night, so maybe it may not be the case. So apologies if we've upset anybody there. As I say, the only other game on the ice now is Graham Black against Hoiberg. If you're looking for the result of that, that will be on the Dibka website later on.
Graham Black did pick up a 1 in the 7th end.
Yeah,
David,
he did. So he's 1 up going down the last there. Team's just doing the last stone draw for the games tomorrow. So as it's a late night and we've got an early start tomorrow, we will leave it there. Just one thing to say on the schedule, we are down to have a 9 o'clock game. That won't actually take place, so there'll be no webcast at 9 o'clock. The next game will be at 12:30, and the published game is Stern versus Hoiberg, but we may change that around depending on the group standings. So that's it from Dumfries Ice Bowl for this evening. Hopefully you can join us tomorrow, and if not, pop into the Ice Bowl. Thank you very much for today, Kenny.
Thank you, David, and thoroughly enjoyed my first day here at the Ice Bowl this afternoon, and this evening commentating on this international curling at the Ice Bowl this weekend, and hopefully you can join us tomorrow.